Wouldn't that be awesome if they could control everything from their mobile or their computer using those voice commands?
The art of the elevator pitch has been lost, and we're here to bring it back. After 5 years and 3,000 pitches, we've developed a simple formula that anyone can build from. Who are you? What is your company? What problem do you solve? How do you solve it? Who's going to pay you money? What do you need? Nail that in 30 seconds and you're on your way. How will today's entrepreneur do? Pitch practice is now in session.
Use Siri, Alexa, or OK Google. Hi, my name is Z, and I'm with BuilderMind, and I believe that many existing applications could benefit from conversational artificial intelligence. BuilderMind builds chatbots and speech bots that could be implemented in existing applications to allow people to use natural speech to interface with the applications. We're looking for app developers and managers that want to implement this kind of technology in their applications.
Now, let's break down today's pitch.
Interesting. I love it when a guy's name is a letter. He's Z. It's like he's from the future. He's Z, and his company is BuilderMind. That was really, really clear. And no issues with that. However, it would be good to know, based on the rest of his pitch, what he does. Is he a brilliant technologist? Is he an expert in voice technology? Is he an expert in AI? We don't know. It would be very helpful to know what just a tad, just a little bit, 3 seconds of his background. Does he have a PhD in AI? I don't know. It would be good to know that based on what he's pitching us. What's the problem? Don't know. I do like that he started off with "I believe." That's great. But he didn't really identify an issue here. There's no pain here. And I think there could be. There could be a big, great, huge problem here. When I think of things like people who are physically unable to use a mobile phone or a computer. Whatever reason, they're unable to do that. They're unable to hit keystrokes or tap a screen. There are lots of people who have that issue. Now, if they could use voice commands with Siri or Google or Alexa, wouldn't that be awesome if they could control everything from their mobile or their computer using those voice commands? That would be a big, big deal for anyone who has trouble making physical contact with a device. That's a big deal. But he didn't go there. He didn't say anything like that. Now, maybe that's not what he does, but that's what comes to mind when I hear his pitch. That's a big problem that could be very solvable. And there's another application for it too. If you are working in some sort of lab or other area where you can't touch things, you can't because you got stuff on your hands, whatever that stuff might be, I don't know. But if you need to give voice commands to make your computer do something, we can't control everything about our computer or our mobile with our voice yet. If he can build something like that, that could be a big deal. His solution was pretty cool. Chat bots and voice bots, or is that what he said? Chat bots, speech bots. Chat bots and speech bots so that we can use all the applications on our computer or our mobile with our voice. So another application that comes up to me is when you're riding down the road, you're not allowed to, in Georgia, you're not allowed to touch your phone. You're not allowed to hold your phone. So if you can do everything via voice, that is very helpful. You could be very productive when you're in your car. Not that I'm recommending that, but everybody is on their mobile all the time, and now you can't hold it, so you have to be able to do it somehow. Answer the phone, if nothing else. His customer wasn't really clear on that. He says people. People need to be able to use their voice to control. We've discussed the problem. He didn't go into that. If he had described the problem really well, then we could have gotten an idea of who the audience is, who his ideal first audience is. We don't know who they are yet. He just said it's people. So, that could be true, but not everybody's just going to go out and say, I'm going to control everything with my voice. It's going to start with people who need it the most. And those are people, for whatever reason, who cannot or are not able to touch their device to give it an instruction. He asked for app developers and managers to implement this. Now, I think when he was asking for that, I think this is where his customer is, because you and I aren't going to be able to implement voice bots and chat bots and speech bots into our applications on our computer. But those who make those softwares, those pieces of software, are going to be able to implement a chat bot and a speech bot to allow us to access their software via voice. So I think that's actually his customer. Now, ultimately, the consumer of the software would be the customer, but who's going to pay him money? That's the important part. Who's going to pay you money is the software developers who want to and need to implement voice activation or voice control into their software. That's who his customers are. And that's what he was asking for. So a whole big, huge change here in the pitch. He could have said, hey, how many of you use Siri or OK Google or Alexa to do tasks? What if you couldn't do a task using that? What if the task isn't controlled yet by voice? We give you a way to do that with chatbots and speech bots. We're looking for customers who are software companies who want to implement this technology. Just my shot at his pitch. Now you go practice your pitch.